All right, let's talk about an herb you've almost certainly heard of, costus, or as it's known, القسط, الهندي. I mean, this thing has a legendary reputation in traditional medicine. It's pitched as a cure for, well, for just about everything. But whenever you hear claims that big, you've got to ask, right? What's the real story here? Does this famous herb actually live up to the hype, or is there something else going on, a darker side that we're missing?
Okay, first things first. Let's be fair. This herb is incredibly popular for a reason. We're talking centuries of use here. It's been a household name in traditional healing, something passed down from one generation to the next.
So what exactly are we dealing with? Well, costus is actually related to ginger, and it grows way up high in the Himalayas. For literally thousands of years, people have used its roots and oils. It's a true cornerstone of traditional medicine. And just take a look at this list. The historical claims are absolutely staggering. I mean, it was the go-to remedy for everything from the common cold and stomach problems to regulating menstrual cycles, arthritis, even, according to alternative medicine, serious liver and kidney diseases. You can totally see why it got this reputation as a cure-all, right? But here's where things get interesting. Tradition is one thing, but modern science? That's a whole different ballgame. So what happens when we take these amazing claims and actually put them under the scientific microscope? Let's find out. Okay, let's tackle a really big one first, weight loss. You'll find costus in tons of slimming products. But what does the science say? Well, the medical community is pretty much in agreement here. There is just no solid proof that it helps with weight loss. Period. All right, how about thyroid issues? A lot of people believe it can help balance both hypo and hyperthyroidism. But, and this is a huge but, the only real studies we have were done on rats. That's right, rats. So there is zero confirmation it works for people, and it should never be used as a substitute for medication prescribed by your doctor. And here's another huge one, PCOS and fertility. Costus is promoted all over the place as a treatment. But when you ask medical experts, they're very clear on this. There is simply no scientific evidence to support this claim. So up to this point, we've seen a lot of claims that just don't hold up. But the story doesn't stop with it might not work. No, it actually gets a lot more serious. We really need to talk about the hidden dangers here. See, the biggest risk with costus isn't that it's ineffective. The real problem, the thing you really need to worry about, is what might be hiding inside it. A hidden and potentially very dangerous contaminant. It's a compound called Aristolochic acid, and it can sometimes contaminate costus products. Now, this isn't some minor issue. The World Health Organization itself has classified the stuff as a known carcinogen, meaning it causes cancer in humans, and it's known to cause severe kidney damage. And look, this isn't just some theoretical danger we're talking about. This has had devastating, real-world consequences. Let me tell you about a case that really brought this whole problem into the spotlight. So back in 1991 in Belgium, doctors started noticing this strange spike in kidney failure cases. They couldn't figure it out at first, but there was one common thread. All the patients were women, and they all went to the same weight loss clinic. When investigators dug deeper, they found the source. They were all taking an herbal supplement, one that contained costus, contaminated with that very same Aristolochic acid. It was directly linked to their kidney failure, and for some, even cancer. And don't think for a second this is just some old story from the 90s. This is still a concern today. Just recently, a woman told a well-known cardiologist, Dr. Khalid El-Nimr, that she was getting headaches and heart palpitations after using costus. His advice was direct and urgent. He said, stop it immediately and see a doctor. Okay, so we've looked at the unproven promises, and we've talked about some very real, very serious dangers. So where does that leave us? What's the bottom line? How do you make sure you stay safe? All right, here are the absolute must-know safety warnings. First off, it's considered unsafe if you're pregnant or breastfeeding. Also, if you're allergic to plants in the daisy family, like ragweed, you could have a bad reaction. And the big one, there is no way to know for sure if a product is free of that dangerous Aristolochic acid without lab testing. And of course, if you feel any side effects like dizziness, nausea, or headaches, those are major red flags. And really, this all boils down to one golden rule, the most important takeaway here. Just because an herb is famous, just because it's traditional and has been used for centuries, that does not automatically mean it's safe. So the bottom line is incredibly simple, but it's something that could genuinely protect your health.
Before you even think about taking Costus, or really any herbal supplement, you have to talk to your doctor first. Every single time.
And that really leaves us with one last thing to think about. The story of Costus is such a powerful reminder that we need to be careful and critical when we look at traditional remedies. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? How many other popular folk treatments out there might be hiding similar risks that we just don't know about yet?